A lot of people put a title on me. They see me now. But what they don't understand is they don't understand the journey that it took me to get to this point. What got me to this point was I was just the opposite of what I am today. I was that guy who ran away from absolutely everything that got in front of me. In my mind, I was always afraid. My whole life I was afraid, but I had this voice, this conscience that would always be battling me, saying, hey, you gotta get up and do something. My dad was a big time pimp, big time hustler. Anything bad about a person, he was that kind of guy. My dad beat the shit out of me when I was growing up. There was an incident one time when my mom got knocked out on top of the stairs and he dragged her down the stairs by her hair. My mom got courage to finally leave him. We moved to a small town, and that's when the real war started for me. I have a big time learning disability because my dad didn't believe in us going to school. So when I went to school, being one of the few black kids in that area, my learning disability, social anxiety, I was just a jacked up kid from living in this tortured home. All the insecurities I have, it just got worse and worse and worse. And that voice, it kept talking louder and louder and louder, but I was doing nothing about it. You know, it kind of haunts you. I wanted to get in the military, wanted to join the Air Force. And I got in the Air Force and realized there was more things in front of me. I was afraid of the water, terrified of the water. They tried to drown your ass. I struggled. 6 weeks into the program, the doctor gave me a blood test and realized I have sickle cell. But I went back to the CO and the sergeant said, hey, you gotta start from day one because you missed that week of training. And I broke. I couldn't imagine going back through that again. So I made up a lie. And I said, man, the sickle cell thing is really scaring me. It was the fucking water, it wasn't sickle cell. And I quit. From the age of 19 to the age of 22, I gained 125 pounds in that time frame. I went from 175 to almost 300. And I started finding things that was comfortable. And the more things I found comfortable, the more uncomfortable my mind was. Because that voice, it always was there. And it wouldn't leave me alone. And I started working for a job where he sprayed for cockroaches. And what changed, I came home and watched this Discovery Channel show, Class 224. I was watching these guys going through Hell Week. I saw these guys going in the water. And these guys ringing the bell, quitting, dropping their helmet down, rolling out. A lot of guys just leaving. And it made me reflect big time on the piece of shit that I am, and I'm exactly what people said I was gonna be. And I saw real men, what I thought were real men who were staying, who were overcoming adversity, who were overcoming all these different things that I had blamed so many fucking people in my life, my dad, my mom for not being there. Everybody was to blame. My learning disability, my skin color, everything. I had to man up. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm gonna go be a fucking Navy SEAL. And by the time I got to my weight, phone would hang up. To get into the class I had to get into, I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. And I said, this ain't gonna be it for me. And I started working out. So my first run, when I decided to lose the weight, my idea was to run 4 miles. I ran a quarter mile and walked home. I walked home and sat on my couch and cried. I said, man, I can't fucking do this shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My life was just fucked. I was making $1,000 a month. My rent was $810 a month. And my mind just kept fucking with me. And kept fucking, you're not good enough, man. This isn't for you, man. These guys are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet Earth. You're not that. What it was, I was obsessed with Rocky. When I was a kid, I'd come home every day and I would fast forward to round 14. Round 14 fucked me up like nobody's business. When Apollo Creed beat the fucking shit out of Rocky, he kept fighting. He was a dumb fighter. He was in that corner, everybody was saying, stay the fuck down. Apollo Creed raised his arms up in the fucking air, turned around, thought he wanted to fight. This song came on. He turns around and sees this guy getting up. It was the face of Apollo Creed. that changed my life. His head goes down, he looks at me like, what the fuck are you? I wanted to be that. Not winning, just by him getting the fuck up. Rocky had taken his soul. I wanted to be the guy that people looked at. I don't care if you liked me or didn't like, I don't care. But said, this motherfucker is gonna keep coming after whatever the fuck is in front of him. I wanted that. I wanted that. I wanted that worse than anything in the world. Changed my whole mindset. First thing I started doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. I had two options. To either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 fucking years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. I wanted to feel something besides defeat. I wanted to just go the distance. That you're gonna have to fucking suffer, man. To go from this fat, insecure motherfucker to one of the best guys on the planet Earth, this journey is gonna take something that is gonna be incomprehensible to most people. Who at 297, who can't fucking swim that great, who's scared of the fucking water, would have the fucking balls, who have the balls to fucking man up, quit a job, and go and to put everything on himself? No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. What if I can be a SEAL, man? And how would that feel? I just kept fueling me with the right kind of message that I needed to hear that I was never telling myself. And through time, it became reality. I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. Anything that was fucking horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. And the second day I went right back after it again. But I started realizing I can't run that far. I became damn near a professional cyclist with the miles I put on the bike. I rode a bike a lot to lose the first initial kind of weight, because my bones were just hurting so bad. My body was just broken. And then the bike got easier. I was able to run more. I went from like 1 mile, 2 miles, 2 to 3, 3 to 6. They have a warning order that they give people to get ready for buds. Running 6 miles 5 days a week. And that was my goal. And so I failed. I used some positive motivation. I had like one day where I was like fucking defeated. But I started realizing this is part of the process. This is part of the journey. Versus just saying, I'm just not good enough. I'm gonna fucking make myself good enough. And that became my mentality. The days I couldn't run that far, I tried to run a half mile the next time. Same day. You can do more than this. If I had to walk, I had to walk. It just became just a process of grinding and grinding, just going further and further. And then when I got through running, I go to the bike, I go to the pool. If I got tired somewhere, my legs were tired, I go to the gym. And I just became obsessed with it. And I lost the weight. And I went back to recruiter. I got into that class. I didn't stop anymore from there. And I started realizing through this process that the fucking mind is what you created. And I started opening different doors that I didn't think were even there, that I didn't think even existed. And the more doors I opened up, the more I started realizing that my potential is damn near endless. It changed my whole mindset. A lot of us have these fears that you just don't want to fucking face. That dreamer mentality just would always fuel me. I turned negatives into positives. That journey is a priceless journey that is hard for me to even explain to people. It was brutal. It's a brutal journey every fucking day. And to get through where I became, to get through where I'm at now, there's nothing but pride I have for myself. I'm driven. I'm obsessed. And that's what you see.